Welcome back to Better Than Before. This is Tony Richards, and today's leadership and business lesson is going to revolve around communication. And I would tell you today that our very success is heavily dependent on our ability to communicate. And that's not just for professional speakers. From school children to grandparents, everyone should work on improving their communication skills so they can improve their lives. Improving your ability to communicate will be one of the most important things you ever do. And one of the easiest ways to improve your communication is to start by solidifying your base, so to speak, by working on and improving some of the fundamentals. And to get you started, I got a few areas that maybe you should think about, know, and perhaps work on and master. Communication is powerful, for better or for worse. There's a proverb in the Bible that says the tongue has the power of life and death in it. This is very true. What a person says can build people up, or it can tear them down. The ability to communicate is a powerful responsibility. Whole nations have been inspired to action because of a single individual's passionate words. On the other hand, countless millions of children have been deeply hurt because of the derogatory words that have been spoken to them by their parents. Maybe you can remember a memory that someone said something to you that was maybe hurtful or painful, and maybe it still lasts with you to this day. You got within you incredible power of communication. You can create tremendous things in your life if you take communication seriously and use its power to help others and yourself. Continuing this knowledge with a heart set on doing good is the first step in unleashing this incredible force. Communication has to be purposeful. In order to be effective, your communication should be on purpose. Now, occasionally you may say something off the top of your head and something that can hold weight with others, but this is the exception and not the rule. In order to become an effective communicator, you should be very purposeful about your communication. Know what you want to communicate, when you want to communicate, how you want to communicate. Decide what kind of communication will enhance your life and the lives of those around you. And then plan your steps for communicating that way. And then work your plan. Know what it is you want to accomplish and how you must communicate in order to do so. What you say must match what you do. Remember, people watch what you do, not just what you say. What you do always outweighs what you say. If you say one thing and do something else, people will follow what you do rather than what you say. If you say something and back it up with your actions, you will provide the proof for people who are listening to you, and they will be much more willingly able to follow your lead. This is how trust is either built or torn down. Improve the big two in your life, which are speaking and writing. When it comes to communication, these two increase your ability to speak and write, and you will improve your career position 2 steps. Don't think that you have to become the best speaker or the best writer in the world. Just set your sights on the next level above where you are now. And once you get there, continue to work to the next level. So what are some tips for becoming a better speaker and writer? Let's start with speaking. One thing you could do, there's a club called Toastmasters, and you can join Toastmasters and they'll help you get more comfortable speaking in front of other people. And there's a cohort group and a peer group, and you usually get assigned an accountability partner, and they can help you, especially in taking your first steps to becoming a better speaker. You can take a college course on public speaking. Give a speech in front of a mirror. Watch your facial expressions. Watch your body. Watch what you do with your hands. And then finally, my best advice on being a better speaker is speak. Just speak. Whenever you can, whenever someone has an opportunity for you, take it. The way to improve a skill is by repetition and frequency. Now, as far as writing is concerned, you know I love a journal. And I think it would do you a great deal of service by keeping a journal. This helps you develop the habit of writing. There are also writing clubs out there that you can join. I had breakfast with a wonderful lady this weekend who belongs to both a reading club and a writing club. Have people who are more skilled that can help you edit and critique your letters and your emails. Again, there's college courses on writing. And then that book you've been thinking about for quite some time. Why not get started and take a few steps toward writing it? Becoming a better speaker and writer will be based on 3 things. You ready? 1, do it. 2, get feedback. 3, act on the feedback. Do it, get feedback, and act on the feedback. Another communication tip I'd have for you today, and this one is more difficult than you think, learn to listen. Communication is not one direction, it goes both ways, and to become an effective communicator, you must be a good listener. All the following examples show the power of listening. The parent who listens for the feelings of their child, the salesperson who listens for what kind of product the client wants, the boss who listens to the concerns of his employees. Can you see how listening in these situations enables you to become a better communicator? Once you know what your audience wants, you will be better able to communicate more fluently with them. So we talked about listening skills, and I want to talk to you about writing skills, and I want to talk to you about speaking skills. Those 3 improved will make you a much better communicator. Thanks for listening today. You can catch us on iTunes, on Google Play, on Stitcher, on iHeartRadio, and we think you can probably voice activate us with Amazon's Alexa and Google Home. Wherever you get your podcasts, be sure to leave us a rating, and also, would you mind giving us a good review? It would be something you could put on your list for doing something nice for others, and it would help us out. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Better Than Before, and remember, until I talk to you next time, everything gets better when you get better.
Thank you for listening to Better Than Before with Tony Richards, a business leaders podcast powered by Clear Vision Development Group. For more resources from Tony, visit clearvisiondevelopment.com. Join us next time for another episode of Better Than Before with Tony Richards.